Welcome to Talks with Don, episode 37. And I'm going to entitle this one um, Love Conquers All. As always, we want to start off with some libations for the ancestors. This is for the ones whose voices were heard. This is for the ones who stepped up to the calling, whose voices were heard. This is for the ones who wanted to, but due to oppression, they didn't. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Good evening, good evening. As always, we're going to get started off with a song by yours truly, Don the Issa, entitled The Process. The sand goes up, water ceases on level. You was attracted to ice on the key to the door is that life's about. This is a tale about angels. When you got the gift, what's the lotus, the petals? God say protected, it's potent, it's special. Come for the gift, try to run with the gift. And heavenly, you must be one with the gift. Can I take this and code it through time? Perfection of prayer must be molded like iron. Here you go, son, just hold it, it's mine. To siphon from chosen and spiritual crime. Infinity stones, the songs I came to collect. Sunshine is bright, but rain is so wet. To hear the calling, I had to be alone. The casualty of wrongs, the rarity of stones. Flawless, diamonds, sapphires, rubies. Sometimes it feels like a duty. Missing a signal can become spooky. You never know the hour should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaner than a shower. 720's the time that I picked up the day past this test, get the crown. You gonna be great, don't be late. I won't be late. You were talking to someone that owns estates. This message inside is for you. Discover myself. I had to be myself as a youth. Protect what I had to call on recruits. Too many soldiers to fit in a coop. If you were never alone, I can you hear calling? Dark night of the selfish, the people's hands falling. The gift that you discuss, you can't touch it or see it. You must be careful of energy leeches. Learn to discern the finicky species, the ones that get it, get it. If you hit it still, motherfucker, just beat it. To be bestowed with the power. Come out cleaning in the shower. You never know the hour. To be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaning in the shower. Break these chains, break these chains. Thank you to the pieces needed for character development. Let's jump right into it. Talks with Don, episode 37. Love conquers all. As we know, if you're somebody that's on a path to ascension and spiritual enlightenment, you know that love and authenticity are two of the highest frequencies. So, I'll give y'all a little insight into the story time today, um, of what I want to get into. So, I usually go work out at a neighborhood park in the rising in the AM and go up here uh, frequently. And um, there's this guy, a less fortunate guy that hangs out at the park on a daily. And so most of the times when I see him up there, I always make it my priority to speak and talk to him, just like anybody else. Because one thing that I have learned over my years of being here on this earth is always treat the janitor with the same respect as the CEO. Because one, you never know who you're talking to in spiritual rank. You could be talking to an earth angel that just could be in disguise. Two, you never know when those positions will flip, and one day they may not be there in that same position that, you know, they could always get better, but always treat the janitor with the same respect as the CEO. And you just have to have empathy sometimes and ask yourself, you know, how would you want somebody to react to you if you were? So always treat people with respect no matter who it is, and always, show love. How I knew that the love was being reciprocated and welcomed, and that this guy really appreciated me treating him as a human and not looking over him like everyone else may or may not. One day, I'm at the park and we have a brief conversation, and at the end of the conversation, um, he tells me and my twin brother, "Man, I love y'all twins," and we say it back to him, and that is the power of love. Pure raw love. Just, how can I say this? Just treating somebody how you would want to be treated. I know in different cities they um based on the city life, more country cities have more hospitality. Little small country towns, but more fast life cities. A lot of people don't speak to each other, but I've always made it my priority when I'm out in public, in a neighborhood setting or things like that, just speak. Everybody, doesn't speak back. Um, a lot of people, when they're having a bad day, they want to take that out on other people. But you have to be the frequency that you want to be reciprocated to you. Yes, we all have different days, but love conquers all. Um, I'll give you an example. I always tell people you never know who you're talking to in this same area that I go exercise at. It's just an example of how everything always comes back full circle. I always pretty much speak to everybody at the park when we're working out on this track. One lady, she says I speak to her, but I guess one day she going through it and she just walked right past me, and I just kept going, kept going on about my day. So it's raining 1 a.m. when it's time to work out. So it's nobody up there at the park but me and maybe one other person. So this is maybe like a week later, after me speaking and she not saying anything because I guess she was having a bad day. She pulls up, she sees me working out by myself and asks, how long you gonna be working out? I wanna work out with you. And I told her how long I was gonna be exercising for, and I guess she couldn't face the fact that she had, brushed over me in the past week, and the next week she ended up needing me. So the two lessons that I'm putting in this today is treat people how you would want to be treated, because love conquers a multitude of sins, and love conquers all. And in the same breath, treat people how you will want to be treated, because you never know when you're gonna need those people. The woman scaled over me the previous week, and the next week she needed me. And I hope it was a lesson in that for her as well. Everybody is not to be played with. So love conquers all. Always treat people how you would want to be treated, and you'll always get that energy back in return. They say about life that the universe or the things around us or our atmosphere, like I said previously, it just responds to the frequency that you are putting out. If some of you guys on here watch my Instagram, I've had another video that I put out where nature was responding to me. When you're on a pure frequency, everything around you is going to be magnetized to you. You have to have discernment, one, but you'll be able to pick up when you're vibrating high enough for nature to respond to you. That's a different level of operating in a love and authentic, pure frequency. So, to those of you that are watching, man, I hope you can receive something out of this that you can incorporate into your everyday life. Treat people how you would want to be treated. Treat the janitor with the same respect as this CEO. Always treat people how you would want to be treated, because you never know when you may need those people. I've given you 2 examples in this video. Man, to those that are watching and learning, salute. Like, share, and subscribe. Talks were done. Don the Issa, The Process, out now, available on all streaming platforms. Salute. I appreciate all those that are tuning in.